give you the detail of everything. Your nature doesn't give you everything. You can't say someone by nature learns all of the halal and haram just by nature.
Alright, so I hope you guys like that little morning routine. Right now I'm outside, I'm on coffee. But right now what I'm about to do is I'm gonna write my 1 year goals. So my goal is like 1 year from now, my monthly goals, and I'll share that with you and tell you the motivation behind them. Alright, so I'm gonna start with my 5 year goals. Alright, so I just finished writing my 5 year goals. As you can see here, I only got 3 goals. I believe that when you're setting goals, when it's long term, 5 year goal, you shouldn't write too many goals. You should write 3 or 2 that you focus on. You give these next 5 years your 100%. These aren't really easy goals, anyways. So basically, I'm gonna break down these goals one by one. So each goal is what you have to do in a year to get there, what you have to do in a month, what you have to do in a week. And then it comes down to the daily, so what you have to do in your day to day. I think that's the best way to break down a goal and to make it more realistic, I guess. But anyways, alright, so I'm gonna say each goal and my motivations behind them, because I believe also that you should have a motivation behind the goal. You should have a strong goal. Like your why should literally have 3 whys underneath it. I want to achieve this. Why do I want to achieve this? I want to achieve this because blah blah blah. Why do I want to achieve it? Because blah blah blah. I want to achieve it because blah blah. You get the point. So I'm gonna try to break down these goals to the T in my reasoning why I want to achieve these goals, right? So I'm gonna start with the most obvious, which is 5 years from now, inshallah, if I'm still alive, if God wills, I want to sign a professional contract. Because this is my biggest dream in this dunya, man. My biggest dream is to one day sign a professional contract. And even after I sign a professional contract, I want to even go further. I want to achieve the most that I can in the sport. And I think it's a beautiful thing that you could try your hardest and see how far you can get. Even if you don't sign a professional contract, if you give it your all and you actually did, even if you just achieved semi-professional, but you were literally just like a player that played street, you just played pickup from time to time. You locked in, you worked out, you stretched, you avoided bad food, and you achieved high level semi-professional. That's a big achievement. That's not really something easy. You still gave it your all. So even after I signed a professional contract, I still want to achieve more. I want to maybe go to the top 5 leagues in the world. So maybe Serie A, Premier League, whatever. Once I get there, I want to even achieve more, maybe to the best clubs in the world. And even when I'm there, I want to be the best in those clubs. So obviously, you should still be realistic, but I think you should also, like as they say, aim for the moon. Nah, shoot for the stars. What's the saying? I don't even know. Shoot for the stars, you get to the moon or something like that. You at least get to the moon. But anyways, the reason why I want to sign a professional contract, like professional soccer contract, and it might sound shallow, that's the thing, but honestly, I gotta think about it for a little bit. Basically, the reason why I want to sign a professional contract is I think, as I said, soccer or any sport can be a tool for self-improvement. So you can really use it to improve yourself. And it's something you're really passionate about. It can really push you to your hardest, to your limits, and really get the best out of you. And that's something I like. I like that this sport can push me to work out intense, explosive trainings 4 times a day, and 4 times a week, and technical training 6 times a week, and team trainings where I have the hunger, that aggressiveness, and I'm trying my hardest. And I think that just, even after I end my career, I think that just transfers to so many other things in life. But a lot of people give up on this goal and act like it's the most unrealistic thing in the world. When in reality, it's just a goal like anything else. Just like people aim to become millionaires. That's a genuine goal. People don't even hate on that anymore because of how achievable it's become. People become millionaires when they try their hardest. So I don't understand why people shit, or I don't want to use bad words, but hate on people that want to achieve these contracts when they're in their 20s. They hate on them, they laugh at them, they're like, oh, you're never going to achieve it. And it's honestly pretty pathetic that, because usually most of these people that hate and laugh It's just coming from their insecurity because they couldn't achieve that goal, and they think just because I can't achieve, I'm gonna laugh at you to make myself feel better, and hopefully you don't achieve that goal, so I don't feel bad about myself. So it's a funny thing. I haven't really experienced this, but a lot of successful people, they say in the beginning, they get a lot of support. Their family support them, their friends support them. Like you would expect they're getting hate. Nah, they're actually getting support, right? But as soon as they start achieving, like Alex Hormozy, for example, he had a really good job, like six-figure job, and he left his corporate job to do his own business, his gym business. And he opened the gym and he used to sleep in the gym, and for years he didn't see no success, and everyone's cheering for him, trying to make him feel better. They don't really care. They're actually deep down they're kind of happy that he didn't really achieve. Like it's pathetic. They feel he's like a miskin. They kind of feel bad for him a little bit. They like that he didn't achieve that much. But as soon as he started succeeding in these businesses, he started opening multiple gyms. He started going worldwide, and then he had best-selling book. People like that reminded them of the goals they gave up on, so it made them insecure, and they stopped it. They stopped supporting him, which is it's crazy to me. I haven't experienced this because I haven't achieved that level of success, but it's crazy to me that people can do that. People really do that, and me too. I could probably do that if I don't go after my goals. I'll become a sour person, just like this coffee right here. That's not even a good joke. But anyways, I'll become a sour. Oh God, it's actually sour. Become a sour person, always hating on others, always demotivating others. Never, just like this person that maybe even if they're supporting someone, they don't deep down they don't really believe in them. They don't like them. They don't want them to achieve those goals. And it's a lot of people are like that because they don't achieve the goals themselves. And it's just I don't want to become one of those people, right? So maybe I think I went a little bit off topic, but so the first reason I would say why I want to sign pro contracts, it's a perfect tool for self-development and personal growth. And I'm gonna say it again, sports is the most perfect way to self-develop and personal growth if you give it your all. A lot of people don't, but if you give it your all, just see kids for example. When it's still realistic, everyone is realistically saying it's achievable. They do their most, but as soon as it gets to high school and they haven't achieved that much in it, or maybe they did, but it's not realistic. Maybe they want to pursue studies, they just stop doing it. And it's just so dumb to me that they stop, even though they were genuinely a better person as a kid when they were trying their hardest. So it's very interesting. So that's the first reason. I don't know if I yapped enough about it. I can yap a bit more. Let's move on to the second reason. The second reason I want to become a professional soccer player is to just have these new experiences that are gonna stay with you for the rest of your life. And it's pretty much, how do you say, it's priceless, those experiences that you're gonna have while pursuing this massive goal. Signing a professional contract, it can lead you to a foreign country where you make a lot of new friends and you discover new cultures, and you go through the highs and lows of this sport. And I think there's something creative, well, not creative, but artistic about me sharing this journey with you guys. But obviously, I want to delve more deeper into and make more cinematic, more artistic videos. Maybe post short clips on my short form content where you make edits and stuff, and it make it seem like it's like in a real TV show, I guess you could say. And yeah, as I said, the experiences are priceless. When you're gonna discover these new cultures, and when you're just lost in a country alone, and you're really in the depth of it. And I think that's where you discover yourself. That's exactly where you're gonna discover. You're never gonna discover yourself. You're never gonna know fully who you are if you never go through the depths of sadness, and not misery as in self-imposed misery, but misery as in this goal that you're pursuing makes you not miserable. It makes you sad for a moment because you're not getting stuff you wanted instantly, right? Another reason I want to think of as to why I want to sign there's more goals, so this video is probably going to be very long and nobody's going to watch it. I'm honestly just doing it for myself. I want to look back on these videos. But if you're watching it, and even when I make it, inshallah, obviously this is all in the hands of God. But even if I make it one day, I want, and I look like people will look back on these videos and be like, wow, he was like, he knew what he was talking about. And I'm glad I'm yapping this, getting better on camera. It's not the best, but it's gonna use some work. But anyways, let's go back to the reasons. So the first reason I said is, what was this? I forgot the first reason, bro. The first reason I want to achieve, I want to sign a professional contract and become a professional soccer player is because I think this is a perfect tool for self-development and self-growth. Second reason is I think it's also a perfect tool for self-discovery, and the experiences you're gonna get from this pursuit are gonna be priceless. They're gonna stay with you for a lifetime. As I said, the lows and highs are gonna be something that are really gonna change me as a person, and change is something I really need. I can't stay the same. I'm scared that I stay the same for the next 5-10 years, and it just really scares me because it's something that is possible because that's how most people are. Most people stay the same for the next 5 years and they don't change, and I'm scared that I'll become one of those guys. I just want to be someone that really changed in 5 years, and I want to do a complete 180 and not be the same person. Because if I'm being honest, this is not to bring myself down, but I really don't like the person that I am. And I think a lot of people relate to this. They don't say it out loud because you don't want to seem like low. You bring yourself. I don't know how to explain it. Another reason I want to achieve this goal. Let me think a little bit. The third and final reason I want to achieve this goal is just the passion of it. I'm really passionate about this sport. I say it with my full heart. I am passionate about the sport. This sport, this round ball has made me feel so much stuff, so much happiness, so much sadness, that it's something that I know I'm gonna stick to for the rest of my life. Something I'm gonna keep doing for the rest of my life, even after I retire. I'm gonna always love the sport, and I love this sport so much. My passion for this game is actually, it's a lot. There are some days where nothing gives me joy. Not even the best junk food, the best TV show or whatever instant gratification you can think of. It never doesn't even give me half dopamine or the joy playing a pickup game or training what the wall gives me. And I think that there is something really special in that, and I don't want to let go of that. I'm not gonna let go of that just because I'm 20 and maybe I haven't signed a pro contract yet, and I'm not a big player or anything. But passion, it honestly should be enough. Forget the other two reasons. The passion is honestly enough of a reason to throw yourself after this grand goal and just give it your all. And I think there's something really beautiful in that, and something really that can't be explained with words. I think you just gotta experience it. You just gotta have something like that in your life to know what I'm talking about. But to have experienced something like that in your life to know what I'm talking about. Second goal, and honestly, these two goals are like, this second goal really, no, the first goal really depends on the second goal. So my second goal is to hit my first $10,000 a month, either online or in-person business. But I think it's better if it's right. I think it's better if it's an online business, because then you're location free and you can just work from your laptop wherever you are. But even there is obviously a lot of money in physical businesses, service businesses, where you work hands-on or you're selling a physical product. But the problem is obviously the location freedom that it doesn't give you, which is very important for me, and it's very important if I want to achieve this goal in my life. If I want to achieve this goal in the next 5 years, right? So I would say 5 years from now, hit my first $10,000 a month online. Maybe I should make this goal bigger. Maybe this is enough, because to be honest, the internet has obviously messed up our perception of money. And maybe it's a positive thing, maybe it's a bad thing, I don't know. But I honestly believe that if I just have if I make $10,000 a month consistently, that's enough of money for me to not need more money, alright? And maybe it's gonna change depending on my goals later in life, but for now, I really think 10K, like let's say you make 10K a month consistently, that's 120K a year. That is more than enough. And if you can make that money online, you can make it like it fully from any location in the world. That's more than priceless. It's better than someone that gets paid 300K, but he's a doctor that has to work 12-hour shift every day and has to stay in the same location. And it makes more sense. Obviously, I'm not trying to downplay. I'm gonna finish this stuff. Obviously, I'm not trying to downplay how much effort and genuine suffering I'm gonna have to go through to achieve this goal, because this goal is honestly as hard, maybe not as hard, but it's a very hard goal to achieve and to get to. So I want to hit my first, and the reason why I want to hit, as I said, the reason why I want to hit this much money online is just the location freedom, financial freedom you're gonna get. You can basically do whatever, and this money is gonna be very important to me signing my pro contract, because it's honestly expensive to pursue this goal. If you're not a crazy player, you're not getting housing, you're not getting a lot of stuff, and to be honest, I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna become a soccer player faster if I have money. That's the reality of it. If you have money, you can go on more trials around the world. You can pay an agent. You can go and maybe play for a team where you get paid little to nothing, like not a livable wage, but it's semi-professional abroad, and that's a pathway as well. You're playing semi-professional abroad. You're getting all these new experiences, this new culture. And obviously maybe it takes some money, maybe because you have to pay for your housing. Even with the money you get, with the wage you get from the semi-professional role, you still have to pay. Maybe you have to pay for your housing, you have to pay for the groceries, you have to pay just to live at least a comfortable life. And this making money is very important. I don't know how I'm gonna do it exactly. I don't want to turn this content creation into something. I don't want to turn it into something that's just trying to make money, like just a Mr. Beast channel is just trying to pump out as much money as possible. I think the beauty of YouTube is anyone can share anything, and that's why it was better before, because people didn't care about the money. They were genuinely just doing it for the love of the game. So I don't want to turn this content creation into the big. Obviously, if it profits me, it's good. I like that. But I don't want to change my whole idea of this channel to make money, like channel and personal brand is just to make money. I want it to be something that can actually inspire others, touch others, and I feel like that's something that's gonna impact it if I'm always trying to milk money out of it. But that's why I can't depend on this personal brand, and I would have to make a business, some sort of online business where I sell either a service, physical product. My current idea is like make a streetwear, like soccer business, but it's online business, but you also have to take care of the physical product. So I don't know yet, but I think it's a good idea. I have a lot of good ideas, or a lot of shirts and mock-ups I already came up with, and I think they would sell pretty well if the right marketing is done. And I think I pretty much hit the reason why I want to hit 10K explained. And the final goal, and a lot of people are not going to expect this, but my final, this is a big goal as well, goal for 5 years from now, the 25-year-old version of me, is to definitely be married. I just want to be married when I'm 25. And the reason I want to be married 5 years from now, right? Obviously, you want a partner, a person. You don't want to be alone. Like men, we don't like being lonely all the time. Maybe you can make good content out of it, but it doesn't change that. It's not really that good of a feeling. And honestly, I want to improve myself as much as possible. Then I'm married to someone that's also a high quality woman that's preserved herself as well, and is very knowledgeable. Well, not she's knowledgeable. I think knowledgeable is actually a pretty good thing to have. I don't want her to be illiterate. Some people want their wives to be illiterate from the village in Kosovo. I want her to be pretty educated about religion, about life, about business, about a lot of stuff. I don't want her to be that dumb. Obviously, beauty is a big thing, and obviously the biggest thing is her akhlaq and religion. I don't know what's the translation in English. The akhlaq and adab, and her, I guess you could say religiosity. Is that a word? Her deen. She's on her deen. She's good on her deen. She prays all the time. She prays extra prayers. She reads Quran. She has very good akhlaq. You can see it in her face. Noor. And I want to be a person who also has that as well. And I think it's a really beautiful thing. But okay, enough yapping. I've been recording for 23 minutes. So it's crazy. But enough yapping about the 5-year goals. I'm gonna now write the 1-year goals. So now it's gonna be a more realistic approach. I'll be back with you guys and we'll review them together. Actually, I'm gonna write the yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily goals now, and then we'll review them so we don't take too much time, crazy amount of time. All right. I just finished writing my yearly goals, my monthly goals, my weekly goals, and my daily goals. My daily goals I already had before, but so also while writing between I had to take a toilet break, and I don't know why I'm including this. Anyways, I found out that this is the last week of school, and I did not know that. So apparently this is the last week of lectures, and then we're done uni, bro. I genuinely did not know. That's too funny. Anyways, I'm probably gonna go to uni for vibes just to see what's going on. I'll also have like 2 lectures, and I gotta talk to the professor, see what's going on. I missed the lab test, one lab test. I emailed him, he didn't answer. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So I'm just gonna read out the yearly goals, etc. I'm gonna do this quick because there's a lot of them. So obviously, what you want to do when you're writing goals. So I did 3 5-year goals, and now I'm gonna break down my yearly goals based on those 3 goals, right? So my 1-year goal obviously is broken down from sign a pro contract goal. So that would be my goal 1 year from now. Obviously, if you want a realistic pathway to pro, is I signed. One thing is when you're writing your goals, you want to write it in the present. I forgot the reason why, but apparently you're kind of testing yourself. I don't know that much about it, but I think it's like your brain thinks it's gonna surely achieve it or something like that. So when you're writing your goals, instead of writing my goal, sign a semi-pro contract, you write 1 year from now, or I signed in the present. Use your pronouns. Use I signed a semi-pro contract, and it makes it more realistic. It's better for writing goals this way. So what I wrote is 1 year from now, I signed a high-level semi-pro team here or abroad. I live currently in Ontario, so even a high-level semi-pro team here would obviously be really good. And even better would be abroad, but inshallah, I have the financial capacity to go abroad. I really want to, because here, the season, when the high-level semi-pro season, even the first division, the CPL is 8 months. The semi-pro season is 5 months long here, which is nothing. It's not even half the year. So you're not really improving at that festival. It's organized, it's good, there's good pitches, good coaching, but 5 months a year is not that good. So I said sign a high-level semi-pro team here. So that would be either League 1 Interior Premier. I'm currently League 2, which is like 2 tiers under my goal right now. So there is League 1 Premier. They changed the names, but it's basically League 1 Interior Premier, League 1 Championship, and then League 2. League 2 is just basically the second team of those 2 first divisions. Our first team is in the championship. So I want to obviously this season, my goal is this season to be called up to the first team and have an impact, and then inshallah, sign with a Premier team, League 1 Premier team, which would be obviously really good. But if I can go abroad semi-pro, that would be good as well. I made the vocab here. Anyways, I made 10K this year. I made $10,000. Not $10,000 a month, just $10,000 in general the whole year. Isn't crazy. Minimum yearly salary is like 50K. So making 10K, obviously you're doing it a different way. I'm doing it through online business, which is not that easy, right? But I said I made $10,000 this year through content creation and online business. Hopefully I'm gonna do streetwear brand, but we'll see where it goes from there. I memorized Juz Amma, which is just 30, which is 28. So it's just for my Quran memorization. Because 5 years from now, I wanna have I didn't write actually, but I wanna have memorized half the Quran, inshallah. So that would mean I would have to memorize 3 juz per year. I already pretty much finished Juz Amma, so I only have 2 juz left. I have on-time prayer rate of 90%. But the non-Muslims, they're probably confused, but basically I have an app to track if I pray on time, and it has this really cool feature where you can see the percentage it's done. Right now I'm pretty sure I'm at 70%. I know it's not that good, but I want to be at 90% on-time prayer rate. Something I want to improve. Having wound all year, no context. I'm not gonna say more because I have family watching. But if you also want to I have a yo-yo intermittent recovery test level of 19.5. So if you know the yo-yo test, there's scores. I want to get a score of at least 19.5, and I don't know what's my current score, so I have to assess, and we'll do it. I can jump a vertical of 60 plus centimeters. I can sprint 30 meters in 4 seconds. So this is my yearly goals. Pretty simple. Now I'm getting that to my monthly goals. We're currently just about to start April in 2 days, so this is perfect. My April goals would be start one game with my current team, Gulf United. So I want to start. I want to be a starter with the team. At least I think we're gonna have like 2 games this month. So I think maybe 3. I want to start at least 1 game. So if he sees my performance, I have a good performance, then he can start me. But inshallah, I'm kind of stressed about that one. I don't know if I'm gonna achieve this one. Keep a clean sheet for 1 game. I'm a defender, so it's very important to keep a clean sheet. But obviously, you don't have full control over who's gonna score. I attend every team training with Gulf United. Some of these trainings overlap with my other teams. Other teams training. My other team's training is closer and it's really better training. Like the current team I'm with, they do futsal Thursdays. The last team I was with, they do conditioning, they do proper turf. So I'm probably gonna go to the end. It's closer, right? So what else? Build a good relationship with Coach Tyler. Coach Tyler is the name of my coach. I don't know if I should even name him, but anyways, build a good relationship with the first team coach as well. He's French, so I don't know even know I'm mentioning that, but he's French. We're related on that. We speak French together, so it's kind of cool. And obviously build a good relationship with my teammates. I have to work on that. I gotta start socializing more with my teammates. Follow all teammates on IG and socialize with them. Team training. I don't know how important it is to really follow them on social media. It doesn't change anything. You're just following them. But definitely socialize with them is very important. If you wanna, it's important to socialize with your teammates. It's pretty obvious. I wanna upload this month. I wanna upload 4 videos on YouTube, 4 long form. So this video is probably gonna be one of them. I have one other video planned before this one. Before I upload this one, upload 8 short form videos. And it's excluding the kick up challenge. I'm doing this kick up challenge where I don't know, you probably saw it. I'm doing kick ups every day, so that's kind of just spam. But I want to do proper videos. I did 2 proper videos, and I'm planning to upload more. So, and finish a brand guide plan. This is for my streetwear brand. I want to do a quick Adobe Illustrator plan with the fonts, the colors, the logos, the identity, and all that. I think it's really good. I saw on Behance. So I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's good to have that plan to know exactly where your brand is going. And it has a lot of, I'm gonna write marketing plans, a lot of stuff. And make 5 mock-ups. Obviously same as like streetwear. The brand, memorize just Amma. I have like sodas left, so I just gotta revise some sodas. Do the fitness tests. So that's it for the monthly goals. Now the weekly goals is gonna be, so this week's goals is win 5 tackles against Rush. We have a friendly against this other team, so I want to win at least 5 tackles. The reason I'm putting 5 tackles, I don't know how many minutes I'm gonna get. Hopefully I get the whole game, but it's unrealistic since I'm pretty much a new player, right? Go to Sunday training 30 minutes early. It's pretty self-explanatory. Talk to coach at the end of session. Upload 2 YouTube videos. Workout 3 times this week. Upper body, core, lower body, and plyometrics. Train passing accuracy while running, and train weak foot crossing. It's two things I gotta work on. Upload 2 short form videos excluding kickups. Finish the first page of the brand guide style. Finish the first page of the brand guide. I just talked about the brand guide. Finish 1 mock-up. Revise Surat Abasa and Takwir. Do the sprint test. And my daily goals, I'm just gonna show them to you guys. It's deep work. What is deep work? 4 hours of deep work, 1 hour and a half of training, praying on time, reading Quran, and stretching. And that's pretty much it for my goals. So this took around 2 hours, I guess. It's a long time. And obviously this is nothing without execution. This is actually the worst thing you can do if you don't execute. Obviously I gotta start executing as much as possible. Doing these habits on the daily, it's gonna be important. It's gonna be hard to do deep work session of 4 hours, right? So that's pretty much it for my goals. I'm gonna stick these on the wall just to remind myself. Because a lot of the time I write the goals and I kind of forget. So I like just having them on the wall. That's gonna take another hour to probably set up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And after that, I'm just gonna go to uni, go to my classes, get some food. Today is a rest day. Oh yeah, stretch. I'm gonna do at least half an hour stretching today. So today is a rest day, right? And that's pretty much it. And just go home, sleep. This is the end results. You know, get the 5-year goals, the yearly goals, daily habits, monthly and weekly goals. And yeah, now all that's left is take action. Yeah. This is my cat's op as he's trying to claim his territory. You don't know what's up, bro. As he's lost the first battle, so this guy's getting all the territory he needs right now. Alright, bro, we coming back, bro. We sliding back, bro. Watch out, yeah. Keep licking them balls, man. Man, he don't know what's up, bro. Aziz, bro. He got shot. Skin, he got shot in his chill, so yeah. You gonna see though. You gonna see. Aziz gonna have a comeback. He gonna claim the territory back. I don't know what the hell I'm yapping about, bro. Anyways, alright, right now, I'm heading to uni. I got lecture at 10, like 2:30 or something like that. I'm gonna walk to the bus station like half an hour, just to enjoy this weather, man. 16 degrees finally, bro. You don't understand. If you don't live in Canada or like any northern countries, you don't understand, man. We look at a gray sky like the whole year. So when it's good weather, boy, you already know. Got the shorts on, cover my out, don't worry. So yeah, man. I'm just gonna walk bus station, go to this lecture, final week of university. It's blessed, man. Good day, good time, man. Good time to be alive as a human being. You know what I mean? Whoever came up with this idea is probably the dumbest guy ever, bro. Like, if I want to cross, I gotta wait for the guy. Okay, never mind. That's so kind of dumb. Like, there should be a stop sign or something here.
You can also report concerns using the Safe PTC app.
What if I walk with you this door?
I don't think you should. It's dangerous. Slip.
York University Station. Doors will open on the left.
Oh yeah.
Oh la la. Look at this, man. Oh, get out of the way, bro. Get out of the way. I need to film this.
C'est pas tant que ça, 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 c'est pas tant que ça.
Mais
C'est pas
non.
tant que ça, c'est pas tant que ça, c'est pas tant que ça.
Mais non. Look at this guy, bro. About an e-scooter, bro. Oh hell no, boy. Oh hell no, bro. Bro, why you wearing? Like, what is this, bro? What is this?
What is this? Yo. Yo. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh!
Yo, come back, come back. Yo, watch out, watch out. Okay, stop. Yo, stop.
It's been an easy transition for me because, you know, as you know, I'm sure you've dealt with a lot of agents that.
Alright, that was pretty much the whole day. So we're just gonna mark it here. Training, it was a rest day, so I'm just gonna do this. Deep work, I didn't do it. Pray on time, yes. Pray on time, yes. Stretching, yes. Quran, I'm gonna do it right now. And for deep work, I didn't do. And yeah. That was pretty much it for today. It's probably a long video, so if you're seeing this, I don't know what to say. But I'm about to go to sleep. I just want to look back at the day. I think it was a pretty good day, but I should have organized my day better to get the deep work done, because it's honestly the most important habit, right? And I didn't even do any of it. So I think it's just a matter of saying no when someone asks you to hang out. I think you gotta say no from time to time. Not all the time, but sometimes you gotta say no. It depends what you prioritize. But lesson learned, and we keep moving and try not to do that in the future. That's the end of day 2 or day 3 or episode 3. I'm gonna see you episode 4. Peace.